Bienvenue,
and salutations to
Pod
the
the
Father.
Father.
My name is Owen.
And I'm Kevin,
Boys, girls, women, men.
whatever you might choose to be,
Today we will be discussing the book of Zephaniah.
and the judgment, doom, and redemption offered by God.
In Zephaniah chapter 1, the Lord claims that on the day of the Lord, he will sweep away all living things on the earth, including animals and plants, especially those who worship idols, including their houses and worldly possessions will be swept away with them. The people believe that the Lord will do nothing, either good or bad, as it says in Zephaniah chapter 1, verse 12. Zephaniah chapter 2, God warns the people of the world to group together to calm the Lord and lists a list of cities he will wipe away, including Philistia, Moab, Ammon, Cush, Assyria. And in Zephaniah chapter 3, God continues with his list, Jerusalem. Furthermore, God offers a chance for the people to redeem themselves. However, if this day does come, those who still have pureness with their heart will be kept, not swept away. However, the Lord will still purify them to wipe away any remaining darkness.
For our global issue, we chose a punishment in the justice system. One modern-day social justice issue is how punishment in the social justice system is carried out. Judicial punishment is easily described as being a legally approved mechanism for facilitating crime control. The goal of punishing the offender is not to harm them or dehumanize them, but to rehabilitate them and dissuade them from committing future crimes. The judicial process is overseen by a judge, who ultimately decides the sentence for the person at fault. This sentence is often associated with a chance for bail and sometimes parole as well. Although the system is strict with their punishments, they offer chances for atonement and always have the goal of helping people at fault.
In Zephaniah, God claims the punishment that he will place upon the people.
The people had broken the rules that God set out for them. They worshipped idols and turned away from the Lord.
Enraged, God declared that all the people shall feel his wrath and suffer the consequences of their actions.
In the same way, the justice system punishes those who act in the wrong ways.
The system sets out rules for what the people should do and how they should act, and give associated punishments for when they act out.
However, God and the justice system both offer redemption to those who commit wrongdoings.
In Zephaniah chapter 3, verse 20, God declares, "At that time I will gather you, at that time I will bring you home."
In the same way, the justice system allows people to return home once they have served their time.
God offers redemption to all people, regardless of the crimes that they have committed. He always offers a second chance and an opportunity for his people to learn from their mistakes.
God offers the forgiveness of a father. He gives you a second chance. He does not give you a punishment simply for what you have done, but for what you could have done and did not do. God punished the people for worshipping idols, going against his word, and not just because they were bad people. Because what they did was wrong did not mean that they were wrong. It was just the actions that they had temporarily done. In that moment, God is upset, as our parents were when we were younger. However, he will always offer us forgiveness, and that's where he differs from the justice system.
In the end, no matter what crimes we commit, we know that God will forgive us for who we are and accept us, regardless of our crimes and sins.
God might not offer us parole or bail like the justice system, but does allow us forgiveness, as our parents do when we were children. He brings us into his arms, he holds us and loves us, and will forever be by our sides. And although the justice system does not offer forgiveness for every crime, such as murder, its goal is to rehabilitate the people and set them back on the right course.
Overall, it can be said that our relationship with God is not only one of punishment, but also of love and forgiveness.
God gives everyone a second chance, and, like the justice system, is here to help us and guide us on our difficult journey through life.
Regardless of the struggles that we may be facing or the wrongdoings that we may think that we have committed, God is always by our sides.
It is vital to remember the forgiveness of God and not to turn away from his love, for if we do, he will withhold us our invitation to eternal life and allow his wrath to reign upon us.
This podcast is sponsored by
Raid Shadow Legends is an immersive online experience with everything you'd expect from a brand new RPG title.
It's got an amazing storyline, awesome 3D graphics, giant boss fights, PvP battles, and hundreds of never-before-seen champions to collect and customize.
I never expected to get this level of performance out of a mobile game!
Look how crazy the level of detail is on these champions.
Raid Shadow Legends is getting big real fast, so you should definitely get in early.
Starting now will give you a huge head start.
And not to mention,
This game is absolutely
free. Buy now on the Apple Store, Android Auto, or Apple CarPlay.